All right, boys, welcome back to another episode of the Beyond Meat podcast. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but we're back. We are back. We have two pieces of news here, two pretty awesome pieces of news. One of them we had reported on last podcast with the Beyond Chicken rumor, but that basically has been confirmed in a recent press release, so we're going to get into that. We also have some Walmart's Beyond Meatball expansions going on too, as well as some pop-up locations. So yeah, we have some pretty cool stuff to get into, and also at the end of the podcast, I'm doing another interview with my friend Anthony. And if you guys remember, I think from like episode 3, he came on and he tried a Beyond Burger, the Beyond Beef, and the Beyond Sausages. So this time, he was able to find the Beyond Meatballs, so we're going to get his opinion on those as a neutral third party who is unbiased. And yeah, guys, let's just get right into this. So we have Beyond Meat hosts free summer grilling pop-ups at Walmart stores. It's time to fire up your grill and go beyond. As summer grilling season starts to heat up, Beyond Meat is giving Walmart shoppers across Southern California and Texas the opportunity to sample the season's must-have grilling essentials, the newest Beyond Burger, and the fan-favorite Beyond Sausage. The even meatier, even juicier Beyond Burger and Beyond Sausage both deliver irresistible taste and texture with the added nutritional benefits of plant-based meat that translates to more protein and iron, less total and saturated fat, and no cholesterol when compared to traditional beef and pork. Throughout May and June, Walmart shoppers in Southern California and Texas can visit the Beyond Meat Summer Grilling Parking Lot pop-ups to grab a free bite of Beyond Meat at the following select Walmart locations while supplies last. And then they just list a bunch of locations here. So they were doing this in New York for the Beyond Burger and some other locations too. So this seems to be a new thing that they're doing. They're just having these pop-up locations. And I believe these are all free as well. These are complimentary as far as I know. They might cost money, but I'm pretty sure they're free. And they're pretty much just trying to get the products to as many people as possible, but let as many people as possible try them. And again, guys, I'm all for that. I think that's great that they're doing this and that Walmart is even letting them partner with them and do this. So that's pretty awesome, pretty cool to look forward to. Hopefully we get some adoption from that, some repeat buyers, some long-term fans from that. My bad, guys. So I also forgot to mention the Beyond Meatballs expansions. We have the Beyond Meatballs will be available for the first time at 2,100 Walmart stores. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. They're going to be in Walmart now, the Beyond Meatballs. 2,100 Walmart locations. Again, awesome, great news, probably in the frozen section, I'm guessing. You guys know I'm the biggest Beyond Meatball fan. I just think they need to get these into as many people's hands as possible. And yeah, just very happy to see them expanding into Walmart now. And the next piece of news here we have is a press release. Beyond Chicken Tenders win prestigious National Restaurant Association award in advance of its national food service launch later this year. So Beyond Meat, a leader in plant-based meat, has been awarded the prestigious 2021 FABI Award from the National Restaurant Association for its latest food service product innovation, Beyond Chicken Tenders. Crafted to look, cook, and taste like traditional breaded chicken tenders, Beyond Chicken Tenders are breaded to perfection for a crispy outside and irresistibly juicy tender bite. In consumer tests, Beyond Chicken Tenders scored at parity for taste preference with animal-based chicken tenders, making them the perfect on-menu choice for appetizers, entrees, or as an ingredient in salads, sandwiches, and tacos. Wait, so if I'm reading this right, maybe I'm reading into this wrong, but it sounds like they might be getting into restaurants with these chicken tenders, just like how the Beyond Burgers run, like at TGI Fridays. That would be crazy insane if they could do that. If they could get Beyond Chicken Tenders on like TGI Fridays menu, that would be mind-blowingly amazing. So I hope that's the case here. Let's keep reading. As consumer demand for chicken from quick service restaurants and demand for plant-based meat continues to rise, Beyond Meat has worked to perfect its recipe for a best-in-class plant-based chicken that will exceed restaurateur and consumer expectations alike. Beyond Chicken Tenders come ready to cook and, in addition to its craveable taste, deliver strong nutritional benefits with 14 grams of protein and 40% less saturated fat than the leading food service chicken tender. Like all Beyond Meat products, Beyond Chicken Tenders are made from simple plant-based ingredients without GMOs. Beyond Meat launched its first chicken product in 2010, and since then, over a decade of innovation and research has gone into delivering the crispy, juicy, and flavorful chicken tender experience consumers love. Beyond Meat has a long heritage with our plant-based chicken line, and we're thrilled to see our most recent innovation work result in Beyond Chicken Tenders being recognized as a category-leading product by the National Restaurant Association. With the introduction of Beyond Chicken Tenders in food service, we're helping to increase accessibility to absolutely delicious plant-based meats and bring increased choices to menus nationwide. Beyond Meat is the #1 selling plant-based meat brand across food service, and its products are sold at approximately 39,000 food service locations throughout the United States and 23,000 food service locations internationally. Beyond Chicken Tenders mark Beyond Meat's 5th straight FABI win and are a a result of Beyond Meat's commitment to rapid and relentless innovation. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty insane, pretty awesome news. They didn't really clarify on, what restaurants they're going to be in, what QSR restaurants they might be in. And the thing is, Beyond, they're like the only plant-based meat company that can scale to the size that they could even get them in restaurants, next to Impossible maybe. But yeah, very excited to see where that goes, what partnerships they're going to have from that. But yeah, and really quick here, guys, I just wanted to talk about like the future of the podcast and what I wanted to include on here really. So I was thinking I might just include like the big news stories like as a separate video on the channel by themselves, and then just have like the smaller news stories in the podcast. I guess let me know what you guys think of that. And even then, I might try to, recap the big news stories in the podcast as well. I would like to get things out to you guys as soon as possible, and sometimes I like to save the podcast for like a bunch of news stories that come out, a bunch of smaller ones, and I just kind of condense them all into one podcast for you guys. But yeah, I guess let me know what you guys think of that in the comments. I do still like the idea of the podcast. Anyways, now comes the second portion of the podcast here, an interview with my friend Anthony. Like I said, he's going to be trying the Beyond Meatballs, and we're going to hear his opinion on them. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next podcast. All right, Anthony, so we're back here again for another Beyond Meats review from you, one of my neutral friends who is not biased. And last time we left off, I believe it was on podcast number 3. You had reviewed the Beyond ground beef, the Beyond burger, and the Beyond sausage. But this time you're trying this is the main thing I've been wanting you to try is the Beyond Meatballs, because the Beyond Meatballs are my favorite product of theirs right now. I think that they're a home run, 10 out of 10. So yeah, let's get right into it. So you bought the Beyond Meatballs. Take us through the cooking process. And,
all right, I threw them into the air fryer.
Threw them in the air fryer?
Yeah, every single time.
Yeah, that's a pretty acceptable way of making them in the air fryer.
Yeah, they actually turned out pretty well. Every time I put them in the air fryer for 7 to 10 minutes. And I think I would probably give them like a D. They were disgusting. I hated them. Okay. For real. They were like once again, I'd put them up there with the sausage. I think I still like the sausage more though. We'll go with your score of the A that I gave, or I don't think I gave it an A. An A to me is like a prestigious thing. If anything, it was like an A- or something.
You're like that person who you hire someone to like deliver your shit for you, and then everything goes perfect. Everything's amazing. They were great. They had all the shit that you wanted. They delivered them in the exact right spot, and then it comes time to rate them. And then instead of giving them 5 stars, you're like, I really saved the 5 stars for something very prestigious. I'm just gonna give them all 4 stars.
That's actually factually incorrect. I give every single DoorDash thing a 5 out of 5 unless they get one of my orders wrong.
But all right, so you said you give them an A, or no, a B plus?
Sure, we'll go B plus.
Right, so
I don't think I was as wowed by them as the sausages, but it's just some good balls.
Tasted like meatballs?
Yeah, as far as I could tell. I put them in like soups the first 2 times I did it, and then the third time I forgot what I ate it with, but all 3 times I was just eating it, and I was like, yeah, this. If someone didn't tell me that this was, or if I didn't know that this was Beyond Me, I would have just thought, hey, these are some good meatballs. They're good size, and I just dunked them right into my stews.
Good size balls.
Yeah, some good size meaty balls.
Well, awesome. I'm glad that you liked them, and I pretty much was expecting that because, again, they are amazing, and I'm a former fat kid, so I like to think that my taste in food is pretty good.
Former fat kid mean anything?
Well, yeah, because they say the stereotype is that fat people, really have... They know what food is good. You can only trust a fat person to tell you what food is good.
Then yeah, trust me. I was also a former big boy. It's a D. D-. Hey, where's my money, bro?
I'm gonna Venmo you.
I'm a paid actor.
You never sent me your Venmo. You never sent me your Venmo.
I'm a paid actor. This is all propaganda.
Or the Cash App.
All right, let's talk about the ground beef now. I redid the ground beef taste test.
Oh yeah, part 2, because you finally learned how to cook them right. You degenerate. You troglodyte.
I learned how to cook them right. What my boy Beyond Boy means is just added even more seasoning in there. I just dumped it all in there, and it actually tasted better this time. It went from whatever C, C-, D, whatever I gave it before, to I'd say like a B-, like a B-, B, something like that. I mean, I've never really been the biggest fan of ground beef in general, so that's kind of high praise. This is always my barometer. Like, this is just like if it meets this goal, it's a win in my book. If it meets cheese, yes. If Zendaya is Michi, it meets my goal. If someone gave this to me, I couldn't taste the difference between this and whatever actual product it is imitating. If it meets that goal, then it's a win in my book, and that's pretty much where I got it to. I forgot what I ate it with. I'm really trying to think. Oh, I think I remember. I just ate it with like breakfast foods. I was just making breakfasts, and I was like, I could use some meat on this, and I don't have bacon, so I just made some ground Beyond beef, and I ate it all up. Good stuff.
All right, cool. So there you have it, folks. We have Anthony's updated score on the Beyond Beef after he poured a shit ton of seasoning on it to make it taste good. Which
and it wasn't like overpowering seasoning or anything. It wasn't like I was eating like a salt lick or anything like that. It was like actually like good. Like I had said in the previous podcast, I probably just under seasoned it, even though I thought I was putting a lot on there. But this time around, I guess I did the better equilibrium blend or something. I don't know. It just tasted better this time.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think you should have made a steak and cheese. The steak and cheese with the Beyond Beef is my favorite thing to make. Just melt a slab of cheese on there. That's all you have to do. And some pepper. Melt a slab of cheese and some pepper, and you're good. You're good to go. Throw that shit in a sub roll. You looking fine.
I don't eat bread, bro.
What are you, like, paleo? Keto?
Yeah, I'm just low carb.
So what did you score the meatball? We're still not clear on this. You've been screwing with us. You've been messing with the audience.
I would say B+ or something, or like a B+. All
right, cool. I'll take it. Well, thank you, Anthony. Thank you for coming on for round 2 of the Beyond Meat Taste Test show.
B+ for the meatballs. B- for the beef, the ground beef. Take 2.
You still will not be paid for your contributions. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, good to hear it. I'm a paid actor, everyone. No, all of them are D's. Every single one of them.